What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be changing the hydro pump oil and filter on the Exmark Lazer Z here behind me. We hit the 250 hour mark on this mower, so it's time to change the break-in oil. So basically this consists of two filters on the pumps down here. And I've done a video on this on our other mower. This is a suspension platform mower. Pretty much the same, but a little different. But for anybody that has a newer one, this will be the video for you. This 2019 or 2020. So they got the pump there and a pump here. A little bit easier to get to with the platform up off the mower frame a little bit compared to the other one. But the filters that we're going to be getting access to are underneath. So I'm going to jack this up so I can get under there, figure out what size socket it is. So if you don't have this little jack attachment for yours, I highly recommend you get it, dude. It saves a lot of time. I usually put my impact, big Milwaukee impact, in a socket on here and run it up. But it's over at the shop, so I don't have it with me here at the house. So when you crawl under here, you're going to be looking on the bottom of these pumps, and this is what you're looking to take off right there, that black plastic deal. Don't use an impact on them because they will break. I've heard of people breaking them, but I use a socket on it, no problem. But anyway, that's what you're looking for. So here's the filter. 16 millimeter fits it pretty good. So I'm going to go in there and get the old ones off, get a drain pan and put underneath it, and there's the part number, 1160164. Alright, so there's these two little guards. It makes it a little bit easier if you get these off and clean around the top side of the pump. They kind of slide over and pry off this piece first, and then this pops out. It's kind of a pain to get out, but you can get them. But anyway, I got both of them off. So now I got the top of my pump here. It's pretty clean on both of them. So we get ready to refill it, and I'll probably leave them off and wash these fans out once we're all said and done here. But I got this one drained. Now I'm going to move over and drain this one. That's that side. You can do this without taking the tires off, but it's much easier to do it if you take the tires off. In the last video, when I did this, I took the tires off, I do believe, but for this one, I just left them on. I'll just put it up on some blocks so I can kind of get under here a little easier and jack the front up. So on looking at this filter, if this was to break off, I just noticed this. I don't know if that top of that filter would line up perfectly straight down this plug, because you can see all the way down to my drain pan there. If that lined up, you could probably take an Allen head on a long extension and run it down in there and probably get the filter out of it. I don't know if that's what that's for, which I'm assuming it is, but never paid any attention to it till just now when I was looking down there. I was like, hey, you can see all the way straight down. I bet that's probably what that's for. So if you ever break one of these off, just suck the fluid out and see if you can get an Allen head that fits that. I'll see if I got one, see what size it is. Yeah, so it looks like a 1/2 inch Allen would fit that, or a 13 millimeter. So that's good to know if somebody breaks one off. Probably try to get that thing out of there. Anyway, I'm gonna let these drain for a little bit and go under there and put these filters in, then we'll fill them back up. So you want to make sure you oil these O-rings on here before you put it back in. So got these oiled, so now I'm gonna put it back in. My hands are slick. Come on, catch a thread. There we go. Okay. Now I gotta get the torque wrench and torque those down. Okay, so I got the book here. That's gonna tighten to 14 pounds. So the service interval is 250 hours and then 500 hours thereafter, unless you're using the mobile one, 1550. You're supposed to do it every 250 hours, but we're using the Exmark hydro oil, so we'll have to do it again until another 500 hours on this thing. So 14 foot-pounds, and then we're gonna fill it up. So let's go. All right, so I get in a debate with people all the time on my other video about this. So this mower, brand new, never been changed before. When it is cold, it sets right at this #1 mark on the full. And on the dipstick, it shows the #1 mark is H. And people tell me it's over full all the time because that's where the fluid is when it's hot. But that's incorrect. So if you read this right here, it says the oil level on the dipstick will be incorrect if it is checked when it is hot, which I check it when it's cold, and it's cold right now. So if it's at the add mark #2, you add oil. If it's at #1, which indicates full, it's good when it's cold, but you check it when it's cold and it should be at #1 line. So for those people that say I'm wrong, get your manual out and read it. There it is, page 52. So then if you go over to page 16, it tells you the oil capacity is 52 ounces per side. So when you fill up 52 ounces and put it in there, it's going to put it right on that line on the #1 mark. All right, so I like to use a funnel like this. It's got the measurements on it, and these hold 54 ounces. So we'll start off with the quart here. Open this. This funnel's got a small screen in it, so it does take a little bit to drain. I'm gonna pull that screen out, I think. Okay, well, we got all these topped up to where they need to be. Both of them are full, so that's pretty much all this project on this changing these pumps. Just don't forget to torque your filters in at 14 foot-pounds. So anyway, if you're changing your hydro pumps on your Exmark, hopefully this video helped you out. I do have another video on the same procedure, but it's a little bit longer, and it's actually servicing the whole mower. So it's probably a little bit more detailed, but if you want the quicker version, then this video was what I was aiming for. So anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time.